Hello everyone, we are live. Finally, I figured out how to do this. And this is my first live. And I did a couple on Facebook and now decided to start live on YouTube. Now, pretty much what we're gonna do today is painting those eyes on this tiger. They already did the first coat. So what we're gonna do is just gonna mix the same color and it's gonna be more easy for you guys because already have everything here. Now, in the future, probably we're gonna start some painting together. Gonna be one more excitement. So for now, I'm gonna explain how usually I work. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did on the first coat. So I got here all my palette. My palette is titanium white, ultramarine blue, cobalt blue, burnt sienna, magenta, cadmium orange, Indian yellow. And I use some cold gray here, my medium. So we're gonna try to have fun here, and as I say, I did on Facebook, it was very fun. We're gonna see how it works here on Facebook. Now, if you guys don't see it now, I don't know how many people are gonna be on and see this, because I don't know how it works if you got advertiser or not, but I think this video should stay on my channel. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna establish again my dark here, and I could use black, but I prefer make my black, and I make my black with half ultramarine blue and half burnt sienna or burnt amber, doesn't matter, same thing. And especially here, now I work with oil paint, so probably you know that this oil paint doesn't dry, it does dry very slow. And now I use a medium liquid. They speed up the drying time, so the next day I can go back and paint on top of it. Usually when I paint, I always start with the darks. Start with the darks, after I go with the middle tone, and after with the highlights. I'm gonna be using some of my Gamsol too, especially for my dark, because I want my dark very fluid. And usually you wanna put some texture on the highlights. I started this painting 3 days ago, and I'm in a good spot right now. Still a lot of work, but I wanted to show you how, before I finish the eyes. Okay, I think this is enough just to stay inside there. So I'm gonna clean my brush. And now I'm gonna go on my middle tone. Now, what I'm gonna start from this dark here. I'm gonna come this way. Now, you know, the eyes is like this, like kinda, imagine a ball. So here in the side, gonna be darker. And here in the middle, because the top of the eye gonna be lighter, except the black here. So I'm gonna start mixing. I have a picture in front of me of this eye and this tiger. And the first one, you have a kind of brownish color. I'm gonna mix some I always mix some of my ultramarine blue, even if, example now is a brownish color, but mixing brown and blue and add sometimes some white, you get like gray color. So you kind of, my saturation is in check. Or I could use some of this gray. I use both of them, but doesn't matter, it's okay. So I'm going to try to make this color. Now I usually first try it in the canvas, if I like it or not. I think that's it. Now I'm just going to put just a little color there all around. This is oil paint, so the beautiful on oil paint that you can blend. And you have so much time for blend. Okay. Now, before I go too far, I think I should go here. We're going to mix again the same color. So what I'm going to do, real quick, I'm going to put some of this brown here. It's just the outside of these eyes. Okay. And now, real quick again, I'm going to put some dark. Now, I'll put this dark here, so at least I can blend this brown and the dark together. Okay, this is enough. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with my brush. I just clean it in a piece of paper. And I'm going to blend between the black and the brown. I'll do the same thing here. Just a little. When you blend, you go very soft. Okay. I'm going to do another mixing. So you see there, I'm starting from the outside to the inside, from the dark to the light. Now we got a little bit lighter here. It's kind of yellowish, orangey color. And I'm going to add one more color on my palette. I've kind of forgot. Cadmium yellow. Let me see. So usually what I do, I'll try it on the canvas, see if I like it or not. I maybe want it a little bit darker. So I'm going to add some of this cadmium yellow. Let me see. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing here, the other eye. Now it's more easy like this to do both of them, or you're going to, if I do just one, after I'm going to match all the color again, so I prefer to do all at once. Now still, whatever I'm doing this is not the final product, because I can still come back on the details. If I don't like something, I can still modify and change it. Now same thing, I'm going to blend just slightly between this yellow and the brown. I think I need a little bit more here. Put too much brown. I want to brown just a little bit there. Okay. And now I can go clean my brush, and I'm gonna blend between very light, between the brown and the yellow. Okay, I see other color there. I see more of the kind of greenish, very light green. Now to make it too saturated, you see I mix some of the blue and some of the brown. A little bit lighter. Yeah, like this. Let me just add a little bit of my medium. So I'll just put the paint over there, and after I'll go back and just blend it together. That's why I love oil paint. You have so much time to work with. Now I do, even with a normal portrait, I do the same thing. Start from the dark to the light. Now I'm going to clean my brush again, and I'm going to blend between the yellow and this greenish. And thinking they always have time to come back. Now there's another color here before the black, and I think it's just a very dark green, unsaturated dark green. Let me see this, I don't want to go too dark. But this is too light, so let me try to add some of this gray. This kind of grayish green. Just gonna put some here. Now on the details it's nice because I can come back here just to modify a little bit wherever I want to add something. I'm very far from detail on this painting still. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen Conrad is a very amazing painter. For me, it's an honor to have him watch my live. You guys should check him out. Remember when I started painting, I was looking at his videos to learn how to paint. Really, it's amazing. Very, very, very amazing. So, okay, now I'm gonna do the same thing. I just clean my brush, go there and just blend it. Now I'm gonna step back for a second and see what's going on here. But I got too far. And I'm gonna go back. You see, when I mix, I leave all my mix in there. So if I have to come back on something, just go over there. And because oh no, it's not this one. I just want to go a little bit here. I'm going too much. Should blend a little bit more. Okay. Now I'm gonna mix my black again with blue, ultramarine blue, and burnt sienna. It's pretty fun, and like I say, it's a nice mental exercise, like paint and talk, plus live, because when you're live, you can mess it up. But really, doesn't matter. Even a mistake make you better. That's what I learned. So just make the, I don't know the name of this. I know in Italian. There are all these parts of the eye. I should have studied. Not their proper name. Okay, so at this point it looks pretty good. But I want to go back some of this brown here, because I see the kind of line is not so perfect. So I'm just going to pull some of the brown in. Not too much, just in a couple spots. Very light with my brush. Okay. And I see in the between this gray and the green, there's a kind of little darker line. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back there, see if I can do it. Just put a little bit dark black on my gray. Gonna go around there like this. Let me step back for a second. Okay, look pretty good. Now we're gonna work on the top of the eye. I'm mixing the black that I make with some of this brown, because no, it's dark but not black, so kind of very dark brown. Put it on the top. So you see, every time I touch one eye, I go back in the other one, so I don't have to. I did the mistake sometime. Just work on one eye, and after I had to do all the mixing again. So like this, a little more easy. Now I'm gonna mix this part here, the reflection. I think it's some light reflection. Now when I look at my picture, I kind of squint my eyes, try to see the color, the general color, know the details. I'm gonna put first this one. It's kind of gray. And after I'll put the highlight. Okay, now on top of this, I'm gonna establish again some of the black. Okay. And now you get the highlight that is not white. I never put like white, so I'm gonna add just a little ultramarine blue on this. And put this highlight like this. See? And the other side too. Now the highlighter, you can go a little bit more with more texture. And now I can work a little bit. I forget. Let me wash my brush, clean my brush, and I'm gonna blend this black. Okay. Okay. Now is the time for come back if you want to fix some things. It's important to put all the color there. Be happy with the color. Step back a second. Okay, need a bit more black here. Now is the more you step back and watch and look, but I don't worry too much, because I will go back here and decide still and do some other fixing. Okay. And they look pretty good. Let's see. Maybe I'll put a couple little details for now, even if I know that I'm gonna go back, just because we are live here. So I see another little line here between the yellow and the green, but they are very subtle. Very subtle. Not so much going on in eye, you know what I mean? You gotta see how detailed you wanna go. And I'm gonna mix more black, ultramarine blue and burnt sienna. I'm gonna add some more black here. Okay, let me step back for a second. Especially at this point, at this stage of the paint, I don't want to get a lot of texture yet. So if I don't have a lot of texture, I can still change easier. And I think that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this live video, and I'm probably gonna do more in the future. Maybe I should post it first. I mean, I don't know that here on YouTube you can kind of post it. Yeah, maybe I'll post a picture and say tomorrow 8 o'clock or whatever, and maybe when we figure out what's the best time, I'll maybe do one each week. Maybe we can start a painting from scratch, from zero, and paint it. So thank you so much, guys. Remember, if you want, you can check my website at giuseppemammanoart.com, and my Facebook, my Instagram, MammanoArt. It was a pleasure for me. I will see you very soon. Thank you, and remember to subscribe my channel. Bye. Have a good weekend. See ya.